used to play beautiful tennis. And then there was an era of baseline slogging. Nadal, Djokovic, Andy Murray. Roger Federer was a transition period. Live, rather than televised, you feel like you can get into the mind, the feel of the player themselves, and they know when they've played a beautiful series of shots. And the players themselves are your commentators. I am going to shut up and let you watch the tennis. I'm just saying, you don't really need the Andrew Castle-isms, like Lechka, the male finalist. His dad was a swimmer. His dad was a professional swimmer. His dad was actually a professional skier. Same thing, I was an amateur of both. I do think those keyhole shapes I used to make in the water would have helped me to be a professional tennis player. There's money in them there lawns. See, I could fill those perceived awkward silences. Except live, the punctuation of it all isn't watching Colorado Avalanche, ice hockey in a Aspen, Colorado bar, with every score feeling like the waitress has been round with a free round of shots, and when puck's in play, you're in a pinball machine. It's more, you've just got time to have a swig of red wine from your plastic 750ml decant that you brought in, and a quick bite of picnic before the deciding set gets you involved. It's not the cricket with a picnic and a snooze, and someone to nudge you when you've missed the important points. Runs. Tennis is definitely, and Queen's Club tennis is definitely a full day of money's worth.
No. Game Schneider. 30-50.
No, Katie Bolter, with her dozen double faults, I'm not sure if she really realises what so many of us have to go through to pay for those tickets. Sometimes I think some of these female tennis players, they need a rocket up them, to quote Dad's Army. Women's tennis is innately more beautiful. And we don't know what goes on tour, really. What goes on tour. It's just another day in the life. But within that, not just because I attended, so please work your hardest. You don't know how much time I've committed to you as a fan. It's that age-old problem that Novak can tell us about. People of privilege, perhaps they don't always have the drive. Perhaps if the fans remind them of the drive. Not the perseverance, the drive. It frightens them. As a swimmer, my father wanted me to be a sports psychologist. Well, by the age of 16, I'd been his primary carer and amateur psychologist for a few years. And I felt I'd done that degree through him, conveying both the theory and the practice. But how does that work for a mental coach, they call them? There's something between wake up this morning and you're sacked, get down the road. Or perhaps more of us, you're on your last warning. The people of privilege that can afford, through their parents, to be treated like children for a large percentage of their life and go on tour around the world, that don't really appreciate it and feel that they've done that degree by now, they're just not familiar with, and so it scares them. Now, as a mental coach for the British players, Ms. Kvitval, are you listening? I can provide a full range of being charming, endearing, obviously onside, engaging, entertaining, and a few others that aren't coming to mind right now. And downright motivating. There is an element of I'll show you that works. Yes, they'll want to use their power as an employer. The player is the employer of their team. To send their mental coach down the road. That wasn't a glitch, it was a piece of humour. Falter, you've got an Aussie in your box. I'm just putting forward an Aussie psychology, but I don't think this gets as far as you, does it? I haven't completely got the wrong end of the stick. Endlessly positive and uplifting at the expense of the personal cost of the mental coach that is endlessly giving until they're exhausted and burnt out, and then on to the next one and on to the next. But above all, I'm looking for beautiful play. The architectural angles of drop shots particularly get me excited. In a cross-court drop shot.
Let's welcome back to the Andy Murray Arena here at the HSBC Championship, Britain's Emma Raikkonen.
It hasn't even given me a grey hair. It's all a game, but live sports are a bit more dynamic. Keep those synapses firing.
Less than a year after that superb victory at the US Open, where she was crowned champion after loss to Georgia, I think set. In 2024, Emma had a great run on the grass. She made the 4th round at World. This time as last year, she was 112. Her rise through the rankings has seen her win her maiden WTA Tour title last year of 2 other tournaments. This year, 13 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, the second round match will be the best of 3 favorite sets.
Britain's diversity is a wealth of experience that can be passed on. Balticanu may not work. Does privilege listen? I am being I'm stereotyping, but a Romanian father and a Chinese mother, she'll be familiar with a type of motivation that I'm talking about, as well as the British values that she'd have learnt in school. But her partner, Bolter, Katie's only getting arse kissing, not Aussie psychology. From her partner. The money is being put into British sport now, since the run-up to the 2012 Olympics. Cold War tapering the drugs to the event so that you pass the test is sneaking into the sport, but the do-or-die motivation isn't.
Long 40.
You're sat there and you think that all my mental coach clients are later going to be coming with a post-traumatic stress disorder claim to me. But first you've got to instill an empathy. Before that, you've got to make sure someone knows what empathy is. But if they don't, they're never going to be able to play with soft hands. Beautiful. Beautiful. And being able to switch or transition. Switch on the same point, from slugging it out to soft hands at the net, makes for beautiful tennis these days. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ridiculous. Impossible tennis. Snatch me up. I'll quite happily work for Leila Fernandez. Ridiculous. Impossible tennis. Beautiful. Beautiful. Bjorn Borg used to play beautiful tennis, and then there was an era of baseline slogging Live, rather than televised, you feel like you can get into the mind, the feel of the player themselves, and they know when they've played a beautiful series of shots. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ridiculous. Impossible. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ridiculous. Impossible to...
Lost it.
Andrew Castle isms, like Lechka, the male finalist. His dad was a swimmer. His dad was a professional swimmer. His dad was actually a professional skier. Same thing, I was an amateur of both. You've just got time to have a swig of red wine from your plastic 750ml decant that you brought in, and a quick bite of picnic before the deciding set gets you involved. It's not the cricket with a picnic and a snooze, and someone to nudge you when you've missed the all-important points. Runs. Tennis is definitely, and Queen's Club tennis is definitely a full day of money's worth.
Let's sing so.
Don't know what goes on tour, really. What goes on tour? It's just another day in the life. It's that age-old problem that Novak can tell us about. Always have to drive. Perhaps if the fans are the man of the drive, look at perseverance, the drive. It frightens them. People of privilege that can afford, through their parents, to be treated like children for a large percentage of their life and go on tour. That don't really appreciate it and feel that they've done that degree by now. You have to play with soft hands. Or you have to switch or transition. Switch on the same point. From slugging it out to soft hands at the net. Makes for beautiful tennis these days. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ridiculous. Impossible tennis.